So moving from a sunny Athens, also
November,
when
October in Bologna, that it's rainy and dark.
I remember the first days were quite sunny, but then the fog here in Bologna. So I remember going back home from the office in the university and crossing Piazza Maggiore, which was completely empty with fog, and I was like, where am I? In a ghost city? I don't know.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. Yeah, true. So I didn't expect that the weather would affect me so much.
Yes.
You have lived in Athens, so you know that the weather is nice, nice most of the time, and even if it rains, after some while it's sunny again. So the weather was a big shock for me in the beginning. Also, moving here without knowing anyone. I mean, I had zero contacts here. It was very hard. In the beginning, I remember I have met some people through apps that I was searching for an apartment. And they were also Greek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. There is a lot of
You
Greeks.
have to feel familiar. And then, yes, but unfortunately, 2 of the 3 of the people I've met in the beginning left after 2 months because they had their internships. So yes, then again, the cycle of trying to meet new people, make connections. Yeah.
Yeah, it's normally the first trap on the foreigner life, and when you live abroad, it's like this moment of loneliness and solitude.
Loneliness kicked the lot.
No, I mean, especially, I know a lot of people in Greece who also live in the same kind of situation where the family is in the same building and everything is very familiar, because Greeks are very familiar in that sense. Like, they all live kind of in a community, let's say, like this, with their families and their friends, and suddenly you remove all of that, and it's a safety net that disappears 100%. So I get it. Like, I suppose it hits harder if you're used to these kind of environments where everyone is close by, So
and I mean, I'm a quite shy person, but social on the other hand. So I really enjoy social life, but I need some time to open up and stuff. So I had the very good social life in Athens with, I told you, a lot of activities. I mean, after work, I did a lot of things, so I never felt bored. And suddenly I was in a foggy Bologna with no one, and yeah.
How did you meet friends here?
Yes, you already know, but okay, there is an app, not an app, a Facebook page called Girl Gone International. So randomly I saw a comment of a Greek girl on a post that said, okay, let's meet, I'm new here, blah, blah, blah. And then I met with 4 girls this day. That we are still in touch and we go out, and they are my friends here. And also I joined 2 running clubs, which
2?
No, it was 2 in the beginning, and then I'm continuing with just 1 because I cannot do anymore. And running clubs are a very good choice for
meeting
new people. Yeah.
I mean, any sport, generically, an activity that generates more than just meeting for the fact of meeting. You have more connection with the people because at least you like whatever hobby you are doing.
But I mean, let's say that you're not a professional runner, or I think it's more difficult to get to another sport. For example, if you haven't practiced any sport, so social running is a very good opportunity.
Do you talk while you run with the people? Because I'm incapable of talking while running.
In the beginning, that I knew no one, I tried to speak with some people, but in the very, very beginning, in the first kilometer, and then I said, okay, let's talk after the run, because I was completely out of breath. Yeah, but then I met some people and we go for beers after, or we meet up outside of the running club. And
nice. How does it work, the running club? So you meet once per week or
yes,
twice per week, and then you run randomly, or there is a specific route that you always do the same running?
No, they are very organized. On the one that I'm going, they meet every Tuesday on a clothes shop in Bologna. And basically they have 4 pace groups, and each of them has a pacer. So you choose which is your pace, how much you can run to get social life, I don't know. And then you start running. They almost always follow the same route.
And it's
it
how
depends.
many kilometers? I mean, 4 groups, I suppose each group also has different distance.
The minimum is 6 kilometers with pace 6:30, so quite
light.
Yeah, for a beginner, it's very good. And then I think the most difficult one is around 8 kilometers with 4:30. No.
There you don't talk.
The groups cross at Giardini Margherita.
Okay.
And you can see the
difference of the people running.
Why are you doing that? Yeah, but I mean, they are like professionals.
They are going more into really doing it for the sport rather than the socializing part of it, no, probably. Yeah. And what about people? Because, I mean, I've lived 3 years in Athens. Now I'm also nearly 1 year here, and I noticed that people, it's also different. And I think that North Italians are also very different than South Italians, for example, which maybe the South Italians are a little bit closer to Athenians or Greeks in general. How do you feel with the locals? Let's say like this.
Okay. Again, I thought that Italians with Greeks were much more similar, but I had the South Italian in my mind. So again, this was also a shock in the beginning. Okay, to be honest, in my social cycle, I think I have only one Italian. Yeah. Sure. I mean, in a very close cycle. Apart from that, the most of my colleagues in the university are Italians, not originally from Bologna, but from the...
Because they don't exist, the people from Bologna, they are not in Bologna.
I think there are only 2 from Bologna out of 15. And then, yes, but they are all from the north of Italy. Everyone is good, but they're a bit closed compared to people from Greece. I mean, you have much more experience than me on that. And but they're much more closed.
I mean, they have their social circles already, and entering there, it's normally difficult.
That's very difficult. I mean, and I'm a person that I don't want to disturb anyone. I mean, disturb, but not that
force yourself into
yes, and I don't want the other to feel that I'm trying to invade his or her life. So I feel a bit weird about that, but I mean, as the time passes, it gets better, I think. Yeah, but if you are not a very sociable person, you have to try a lot. If you can't handle loneliness. I mean, some people like staying alone. Yeah.
There's people who can handle it and live with it. I mean, I'm not one of them. I don't know how to be alone at all. You touch a point that I wanted to ask you, and it's interesting for me because I don't have that. I mean, it's the work environment, and I know that every environment is different, but how has it been for you here? I mean, you are doing a PhD, but that means that you need to go to a specific place to perform the research, and then you go every day. How does it work?
It's not mandatory at all. At least in the beginning, also my professor told me, you don't really have a reason to be in Bologna. I mean, apart from following some courses. So I could work from wherever I wanted. But most of my colleagues go to the office almost every day. So it's nice to see other people working. I mean, I cannot work from home. That's a problem that I have. So yeah, going there, you feel more motivated. You also have your PC, high capacity PC. So yes.
You went going normally to the
I'm
office?
going, almost every day. Apart from the time that I am in Greece or I'm traveling, I'm going.
Okay. And then, so you still have your Greek professor in this PhD, and then you have an Italian one, but the PhD is from the Unibo in the University of Bologna, or the one in Polytechnic, or how does it work?
It's funded from University of Bologna. My main advisor is the Italian professor, and I have like a co-advisor, the Greek one.
Okay, so it's like a support role, like a
Yes,
secondary professor.
yes. Because also my Greek professor is retired, so.
Okay, so it's more like out of his willingness to.
Yeah, but he's very active. I mean, I hope I will be so active also on my 70s. Yeah.
Nice. What about the language? I know that you're learning Italian. So.
I started studying Italian in Athens before COVID, because I was thinking to do an Erasmus in Milan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then COVID came, of course, and I chose or I was forced not to do an Erasmus. So yeah, I studied Italian in Athens for 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was on a quite good level, but coming here, and I remember my father, I told him, he was telling me, oh, do you speak Italian? You can communicate. And I told him, Baba, Dad, have you ever spoken Italian with an Italian? I mean, it's not that easy. I'm trying, of course, at the supermarket and stuff, I speak Italian, but having a conversation in Italian with an Italian, it's tough.
It's the next level.
Yeah,
it's always level. Like this. I mean,
yeah.
And also, I mean, you come from a language that it's not the most close either. Like, I mean, you speak English, you speak Greek, and none of them are really 100% connected to Latin languages. So for us, for example, it's a little bit easier to do the jump between French, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish.
Yeah, I can understand almost anything, but speaking is another story. I don't know. At some point, maybe I think that I will wake up one day and I will start.
And you will speak.
Yeah. Yeah.